career changers at WFAN. Today we are going to meet and talk to Rakshita Dwivedi. Now Rakshita was an HR professional for many years, and then she decided to switch and start something which was completely different in a completely different field and industry. Let's go ahead and see what Rakshita's journey looked like in this transition and how she's managed to become a successful entrepreneur after being in the corporate sector for so long. Hi Rakshita. So Rakshita, I was looking at your LinkedIn profile, and what I saw is that you are the founder and chief eating officer at Recipe Dabba. Rakshita, before we go ahead and talk about anything else, please tell us what Recipe Dabba is all about and what are you eating there?
Hey Lisa, thank you for having me on this amazing platform where women like me can share their journeys, and I'm really excited to share it across with you all. So, Recipe Dabba is basically a place for healthy food choices. We empower families with healthy food eating habits, especially young children and their parents. So, how the journey started is that as a mother, I was always very enthusiastic about healthy cooking, and in 2014 I started Recipe Dabba as a food blog, and that's when that's when I started tracking my recipes and sharing it further with my friends and families and network. But somewhere I realized that there was still a gap in terms of adaptation. So and then of course in terms of understanding what exactly basic common sense of healthy eating habits are. So that's where I start feeling that this gap is actually a problem through to which I can actually try at least to provide some solution. And so 2017 is when I started Recipe Dabba as a business venture. So since then it's been like 3 years, and we do various things around in that same space. So I'm a happy mompreneur, I'm a happy solopreneur, and I love doing what I do. And for me, the feedbacks are what actually motivate me and what help me do all sort of things. So yes, to your point, the journey was basically realizing where I'm more passionate and what is that which I can do day in day out, and also help people. So my whole idea was, and whole idea still is of course take it as a business venture, but also try to look from a perspective that if I can provide a solution and if I can help a parent in terms of helping the child eat healthy food, is what my ultimate aim and ultimate goal of recipe through Recipe Dabba is.
Tell us a little bit about how you dealt with, not having the comfort of the people in a corporate culture. So one of the things about working in an office is that you work with other people. When you start your own venture, you suddenly, you find that you're alone and you don't really have so many people to share your ups and downs with. Was that a problem at all for you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. In fact, the journey has been a full on roller coaster ride. And, the question which you asked me was the first thing which I asked myself, whether I'm ready to let go that fixed salary and do something where, I might not have any fixed salary. But I think personally for me, it was about that, passion and the cause which I'm trying to address through Recipe Dabba. So that became more important at one point of time. And that actually helped me get out of the comfort zone and start working towards it. I value more I value money more now now that I really have to work hard towards earning it. But trust me, it's worth an experience. So I don't even regret once about letting go the fixed salary piece and doing this. Plus for me, I was looking for a lot of things. I wanted a more holistic life in terms of trying to do something which I'm really passionate about, have a balance in my life as well. So for me, having my own venture definitely helped me. Now Eventually, when I started, honestly, it wasn't that I had figured it all and I know what to do. So for me, the journey itself was about figuring it out. And so it's been 3 years, and 3 years actually helped me explore this entire market more, explore what exactly are the loopholes and where I can actually provide solutions. So it's not that I knew the gap was there, I knew the problem is there, but where exactly and how to address the problem is what it is. And then even the problem which I've taken itself, and the solution which you bring in, that also brings in a lot of challenges for you to address, for you to reach out the mothers, for you to reach out the kids, for you to explain them something about healthy cooking, which is just opposite to what people generally like eating, junk food, right? So yes, the challenges have been many, and they still persist, and I still love addressing them. And I know the journey will keep bringing in more challenges, and I know I'll be able to look out for solutions and work towards making it better and better for myself and for Recipe Dabba.
Other than the financial struggles and obviously the struggle of shifting your career, emotionally, how do you feel about the career switch? What has it changed in you as a person on an emotional level?
Oh wow, that's a lovely question you've asked. Emotionally, how this has impacted me. So I would just like to, on that point, I would like to share that, this journey of 3 years has been very wonderful. Has been actually empowering for me. I was able to personally explore a lot about my own limits, a lot about my own self, my own capability, because I was actually working out of box. So when you actually work in a job profile, you are limited towards a job description, and you're supposed to do that in the most perfect manner. And of course, whenever I was working, even in corporates, and performing my job, I was giving my best shot. But here, for me, this entire thing was like the clear canvas which was given to me, and I had to just paint my own art without anybody judging me, without anybody telling me that what am I supposed to do. It's just that I could do, and I am able to do anything what I love, the kind of colors I want to put to my canvas, and create my own masterpiece. So that's how I would say emotionally this entire 3 years have impacted me. So I feel my happiness quotient, my emotional quotient, all my quotients which you can talk about is actually on the on the extreme high side, I would say. And so if I compare this entire journey, and if I look at different aspects, right? So this aspect about the happiness quotient is the best out of all the things which I want. So and I know once you're actually happy in life, once you're actually able to achieve things which give you more strength towards looking forward to life, getting up every day and looking forward to your day, and trying to create a new thing on that particular day is what probably I would say that Recipe Dabba has done to me. So and now like any journey, I would have the scenarios where things won't click, but I definitely, that doesn't deter me from trying it out new things, because it's all my own space and I can do whatever, right? So I'm extremely happy in terms of when you ask about how I'm emotionally doing it. So that's what that's a kind of change which this journey of 3 years has brought in for me.
Lastly, Rakshita, you had the advantage of actually being in a career before you ventured into your own enterprise. But there are lots of women out there who don't have that advantage, and women have made the choice perhaps to stay at home and look after their family, or to take a long sabbatical before starting out again, or they wish to start out again at some point. Do you think that getting into their own enterprise, their own ventures, wise, or do you think that they should play it safe and perhaps get a job first if they want to step out?
Wow, thank you so much for that question. In fact, this is the question which I get most often. And so I tell people that, you have to actually see what exactly is your intent, right? Why do you really want to start back? So, and also understand your own circumstances. So, if you've not worked in past, then there are two reasons why you want to begin with. Is one, you're looking for, financials. Second, you're looking for more meaningness in, meaningfulness in your life. If it is financials, then it's better that you go to a regular job, start following. So, you can see, what fits in best in terms of your profile and your education and what the industry offers. However, if you're looking for the meaningfulness, right, in that case, you have to actually find out what is that which is going to provide you that meaningfulness. So I, tell people do a small exercise, right, 5 to 6 things which you can do day in, day out, right. So you don't mind doing it. So, for example, dance, right. You love dancing, so you can dance day in, day out. You love cooking, like how I love cooking. You like content writing. You like meeting people. You like, let's say, certain sports. So you have to pick that thing, then figure out opportunities around those things and see what is most sustainable out of those 5 6 things which you've figured out in your life. So, like, for me, there were a couple of things which I also tried, and then I figured out that okay, this is something which I can do. So, and then this is something in my space also that I don't want to do, right? So you have to be clear about that. Once you're clear about those things, then you can start following. So whether you want to start your own venture, whether you want to team up with somebody, whether you want to collaborate with somebody, you want to do something like like, let's say for today you're very good in teaching, so you can try being an online tutor and try your own tutoring website. So there's so many things that you can do. I think once you start, once you figure out that piece, and also you figure out what is missing in that piece, right? So is there a problem around that piece which you're trying to address? And once those things come together, you'll be able to do justice in finding that meaningfulness in your life. So I think that's what I would like to suggest people. So go figure it out. Ask that question to yourself rather than asking somebody else, that what really you want to do, what really will make you happy rather than anybody else. So once you find answer to that particular question, I'm so certain that you'll be able to find out what will you do with that.
Thank you so much, Rakshita, for joining us. And yours is a truly inspirational story, and I'm sure our viewers will benefit from your experiences. And I can't wait to come and eat what you're offering at Recipe Dabba. Thanks a lot, Rakshita. Thank you for joining us. For more such conversations with women who have successfully established themselves in different fields of life, in different ventures, do keep watching Career Changers right here on WFAN.